What is up, guys? Perry here, and sorry that the uploads haven't been as consistent as I wanted them to be. There was a big fat hurricane that hit my state, and that might have put a small dent in my daily upload schedule, but nonetheless, we're here now, we have internet, and we're gonna get right back to grinding some content out for you guys. And in today's video, we're gonna be doing my top 5 must-have units before update 4. Now, it might be update 3.5 since the dev said that they're going to be splitting it into 2 updates, but nonetheless, these 5 units are going to be ideal for any new content that you're going to be facing in the game, and you want to have these guys ready when the update comes so you're not struggling. So, up first, our first unit is going to be Pink Demon Mage. Excuse me. Pink Demon Mage is probably the best farm unit in the game. If you guys haven't been seeing any showcases of her or any videos of her, I'll give you the rundown. The reason that she's the best farm unit in the game is because she has unlimited earning potential. Now, what do I mean when I say that? Well, the main way that she gets money, I'll put a clip on screen, she has this ability, right? And that ability is her main moneymaker. Any units in her range are going to get slowed, and up to 10 units can get caught in her little slow. She'll make money for each unit that she catches. She doubles as a support and as a farm unit. If you get Midas Touch on her, it's even better, but it's really not required. Make sure you evolve her. I get a lot of people asking me, hey, should I even evolve Pink Demon Mage? What's the point? Yeah, evolve her because it'll make you more money. You want as much money as possible. Make sure you have her ready for update 4 because you want all your meta farm units. That's going to be super useful for all the content in the game, and especially portals. I have a feeling she'll be pretty good in portals. Anyways, up next, our second must-have unit is going to be none other than Ice Dragon Queen. Now, she is a new unit added in the standard banner for update 3. And the reason that I'm going to say that you want her, number 1, she's hybrid, meaning she's going to be able to deal with any type of enemy in the game. Number 2, she's meta slow, and her slow is actually unique, a little bit different than what we're used to seeing in the game. She doesn't slow, she actually just outright freezes the enemies, she stuns them, which might be better or worse depending on your opinion, but I personally think it's just a better slow. I'm not going to say that she's a better Katakuri because she's more expensive, but she's full AoE when you max her out. She's hybrid, she slows, or freezes, whatever you want to call that, and she's going to be really, really useful for stalling. I think that you guys should get her before update 4. Make sure you have a support unit like her handy for any type of content. And she's a very, very good pick. Great pick for starters. Great unit overall. That is going to be bringing us into our third must-have unit before update 4. And I'm going to go with Crimson Demon Ninja. Now, the reason I'm saying that you're going to want this guy is because you want a good form of DPS for the next update. And a lot of you are going to say, well, I already have Natsu, so why would I want this guy? In my opinion, Crimson Demon Ninja is just a better Natsu. Now, hear me out. I know he does less DPS, and I know that's probably going to matter for stuff like infinites or damage leaderboard runs, but when you're doing content like, you know, Hall of Mirrors or story mode challenges, it really doesn't matter that much. You know, he does enough damage to carry you anyway. And the reason that I personally like this guy better is just because he has a better line of attack patterns. All of his attacks are going to be full AoE. Not full AoE. All of his attacks are going to have a big fat circle AoE. He's multi-hit. What's it called? He's hybrid. Does burn damage. Really just a jack of all trades. Him and Natsu are really neck and neck. Personally, I'm going to say I like this guy better just because he's newer and I like his attack patterns more. So he's going to be making it into our top 5 list of must-have units. Now, moving on to number 4. You know, this wouldn't be a top 5 list if we didn't have at least one bleed unit, and that is going to be none other than Bear King Unlocked. I don't have this guy yet, but I will put some footage on the screen for you guys. Main reason I don't have him is because, you know, unlike most units in this game, which you can just AFK for or outright pay to get, Shadow Dragon, this guy costs a resource that is much more valuable than either of those, and that's time. And I don't have the time to grind for this guy. Not as of right now. I'm probably just going to end up buying a shiny version of him. But as you can see, this guy is full AoE, hybrid, meta bleed. Probably the best bleed unit in the game. In my opinion, I like Curse King better. But that's just personal preference, really. Bear King is statistically the best bleed unit in the game. You're going to want a good bleed unit coming into Update 4 to deal with regen bosses or any type of modifiers that they might add in the future. Bear King unlocked, 4 placement unit, full AoE, hybrid, good damage, and he bleeds. Really don't know what else there is to say to him. He's just an incredibly good unit. Definitely want to keep him in your arsenal for Update 4. And he's going to make number 4 on the top 5. So, number 5, our very last unit. This wouldn't be a top 5 list if it didn't have at least one secret. And that secret is going to be none other, let's scroll down a little bit, none other than Demon King Peak. This guy was just added in Update 3 in the standard banner. And he's a 4 placement secret, the first of its kind. He's hybrid, which is also very, very useful. He does pretty good damage. I believe he's doing like 46k at max. I'll put some clips of him on the screen since I don't have him right now. And overall, this guy is meta support. Right? He slows on hit, does good damage. You can place 4 of him. He's a hybrid. Arguably, there are other secrets that you're going to want to bring into the next update too. But since this guy's the newest, I'm just going to include him in the list. He is an insanely good unit. He will be able to carry you through most types of content in the game. If you get something like Requiem on him, that's probably ideal. You know, Almighty, is that what it's called? Man, I haven't played this game in so long because stupid Hurricane. Let me see, what's it called? Yeah, if you have Almighty on this guy, it's not the end of the world. It's still pretty good, but ideally you want Requiem or Precision or some trait that doesn't make it so you only place 1. But yeah, make sure you get Demon King Peak if you get the chance. He is definitely a good unit, and I'm going to be trying to get him before the update rolls out, which might be wishful thinking. But with all that being said, that is going to wrap up our top 5 list of the must-have units before Update 4. Now, keep in mind, this list is in no particular order. You can get any of these guys. I don't think one is necessarily better than the other. Each of them serves their own niche category, which you're going to want all of them to prosper, succeed, flourish. You know, this list is just a little guideline as to what I think, what units you should be getting before Update 4, just so you're as prepared as possible. And that's going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed this video, learned something new, or just like hearing me talk about the game, feel free to like, sub, comment, all that wonderful, wonderful stuff. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and despite the harsh weather conditions, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.